And we're picking up part 2 with the poster.
Now with a soundtrack also of the music, some of the music from the box here. So there's a lot going on here, including that same quote that's in the back of the box, the headdress from the back of the box. But we have a lot of song titles, illustrations to go with the song titles, random quotes about the Grateful Dead, the band that changed the world, We Are Everywhere, like some sort of snippets of some of the set lists that are in the box, the diamonds around everywhere and roses. It's a pretty interesting artwork, actually. Different, like very like pen and ink or pencils. Pretty cool. Different, like very low, sort of like simple artwork, but nice. Okay, so now coming to some of the other interesting things in here. We have this collector's envelope of things. So I think we have a press photo from around the time of 1990. And then everybody looking a lot younger than they do now, especially Bob Weir with a pretty funny hairstyle on. And everybody, this was, remember this is right on Phil's 50th birthday. And then, this is sort of nice, but like just sort of curiosities. This was from back when we used to mail order tickets for the shows. They would send an insert with your tickets when you got them with information about the nearby areas for each show. So you have like place to camp, suggested hotels, restaurants, AAA, guests and things, taping details. Sometimes it had a map of the arena on the back. Sometimes it would have notes of rules.
But these are from each of the shows.
Each of the individual shows that are represented on this box, on this tour. Okay, next up we have this very nice hardbound book, which it comes with. Also, some of the same artwork from the poster. More artwork from the same poster. We have photos from this tour, presumably. We have actual Dave Lemieux, who produced this box and put it together. There's a circled photo of him in the actual taper section from Landover, Maryland in 1990, the first show on this box. Also, Dennis McNally, I guess he's the Grateful Dead publicist now, where an essay about how this was probably the last great tour that they did, where every single show was unique and strong, whereas later on the stronger shows got fewer and far between. So we have photos. Then we get, as we go forward, more photos. There's we do get stuff about each individual show on the tour as well. Specific write-ups and photos from each show. See, so here's the first one about Capitol Center, this March Landover, Maryland show. Some of the photos are very nice and clear. Sometimes they're a little blurry, but I guess that's what they get their hands on. It was before digital photography. And here's one from Canada. So going on, it's just we get nice stuff to read as you're listening to the music. You can read about each individual show, and they have interesting like papers and contracts. This is a funny one. This is actually a damages report from this show in I think this was in Atlanta, and here's the fans caused $1,500 worth of damage. So they still there was $435 remaining on their $2,000 damage deposit that they had to leave. So there's some seat backs destroyed, 3 holes in the wall, things like that. Okay, next up,
the spinners got out of control.
Yeah. Next up we have some more like little artwork things from the poster, the limited edition sticker, which feels metallic. I'm number 3022 out of 9,000. And then we have this cool little pocket here, and reaching in, we have reproductions of the actual tickets from these shows. They look and feel exactly like the real thing. These have the sparkles, the raised printing on them, like the original tickets for these shows. Some of these are taper tickets. There's a taper ticket. There's a taper ticket.
And why are those important to you, Scott Bernstein?
Being the taper that I am, yes. I had a number of taper tickets Grateful Dead shows.
Did you tape any on this tour, though?
Nope. Nope. I only taped one Grateful Dead show ever, and I didn't have that good of a time, so I never taped any Grateful Dead shows after that. Okay, then we have backstage passes for each of these shows. Here's a cloth one from Maryland, cloth one from Hartford, cloth one from Ontario, cloth one from Albany, and Nassau
So are
Coliseum.
these are reproductions?
These are reproductions, yeah. I mean, I doubt they had these left over from the original shows. Here's Atlanta. Here's an all-access pass from Spring Tour 1990, an actual laminate for Dennis McNally reproduction. Here's some stickers, I guess. Yeah, these are fan-produced stickers. I remember the Cosmic Charlie campaign for some of the different shows on the tour. So
What, to play Cosmic Charlie?
no, it was just like, I don't know what the lore was beyond the Cosmic Charlie campaign, but they used to give out stickers. So there you go.
Okay.
And inside here we have a little note: the places you'll go. Then.
Wait, put it nice.
Okay.
No, I want you to put them in nicely.
That's pretty nice. It's good enough. Then that's it for the non-music. Then we have 6 shows on the tour.
6 shows or 6 shows?
Yeah, they chose. I mean, this is obviously not the full tour. The theory was they chose one show from each venue on the run. The notes did say that will not preclude them from potentially releasing other shows from the run. And in particular, the Albany show has been pretty well covered on a different Albany release, but they did a good job of picking stuff that wasn't on that release. And also, they gave you a partial set from one night that was almost all on that previous Albany release. So each individual show has its own artwork, also from the larger poster. You have handwritten set lists on the back. These are not like the Europe 72 box where it was just folded cardboard where it was pretty easy to damage when you're inserting and removing the discs. These are back to the plastic, which is probably not as good for the environment, but they do say it's 100% recycled plastic, so that alleviates our guilt a little bit, but not a lot.
And how much did this box set you back?
I think this was in the $200 range. It was over, so it was not cheap. But this was, as they say, the last great Grateful Dead tour. So, and this is definitely an amazing run of shows. I haven't heard all of these before, but I've heard some of them before. I saw my second Grateful Dead show ever on this tour in Nassau Coliseum on the night before the one that they released. And the Nassau Coliseum show that they released in here, I actually remember listening to on a radio broadcast that they did locally on WNEW, and sitting there recording it off the radio. So there you go. That's the Spring 1990 box tour. There's some little things over here too. Nothing like a Grateful Dead concert. And then a rose. I don't know if that'll show up on the video. So that's it.
Good times. Thank you, Scott.
You're welcome. I hope you guys are, interested, and I hope you got your boxes if you ordered them. If not,
Come over and listen.
I think there's still 1,900 left, they said.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
You're welcome.